We walk what I'm calling a Dallas Cowboys corridor. As you can tell, we are at a Cowboys home game. Yes, I understand that we are in Los Angeles, Inglewood, technically SoFi Stadium, but this is basically AT&T West. So follow me this way. We're gonna see if we can find a couple of fans. We are infiltrating enemy territory. The Cowboy fans are doing it right. We got the signage, we got the great food, we got the inflatables. Thoughts on today's game?
We're gonna beat the shit out of them.
Woo! You see this right here? How do you feel about today's game?
We better win, that's all I know.
How do you feel about Dak Prescott after last week's performance?
Dak Prescott has been very consistent with the division. He has took us back-to-back 12-5 seasons. You know what I mean? He has winning records above. You can say what you want about the past 7 years, but on our division, he has been owning it for years.
Are you a Dak rider or are you a Dak hater?
Before he broke his finger, I was a rider. Now, nah. They need to let him go now.
You know Dak Prescott's watching this right now, right? Actually follows the Camp Fan podcast.
Look.
Go! Let's go, baby! Cowboys Nation, son! Let's go! Cowboys Nation represent! Cowboys Nation represent! Let's go!
Crack 'em if you got 'em.
Crack 'em if you got 'em, son. All day, every day.
Crack 'em if you got 'em, Seattle.
Here we are at Lumen Field. And is that a Harry Potter reference? Maybe. I don't know. I've casted a lot of Lumen spells.
Lumen videos.
We want to see Deuce represent. We want to see him repeat. I want some repeats. And I don't need 3 beats if they repeat.
I don't need 3 beats.
I don't need
if
3
they
beats.
repeat.
If they repeat. Let's go.
You don't think we're gonna make the postseason?
Maybe wild card.
So this is
Maybe wild card.
This is where I'm like, I'm good for a good ribbing, but like to say we're not gonna make the postseason, now I can't even argue with you because you've
Sucks.
oh god.
You know it too. You know it.
Who's your quarterback?
Fucking we got.
This is our year.
Look at those beers! Look at those beers! Look at those beers! Look at those beers!
Let's go! Let's go, Cowboys! Let's go, baby! Cowboys Nation showing up!
Most pristine athletes in modern history playing in the NFL. Even the offensive linemen are incredibly athletic. I mean, these guys are over 300 pounds and, you know, they can
Not only the size, but the speed of the linemen? Are you kidding
fly
me?
on the field.
You're telling me a guy that's 330 pounds meant to block a guy that's 290 pounds is faster than me, a sporty 240?
High 240. High 240. High 240.
I could beat any one of those guys right now, and I've drank a 6-pack.
What? You're wearing Crocs!
My 40 time is better than any of them.
Erroneous! Erroneous!
Erroneous!
Erroneous on all accounts!
I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
How'd I do?
13-5.
Final quarter, here we go, baby!
CD for the CD, baby!
And I'm going for 2. Woo! I don't know why my safety was just playing off so far.
Tackle him!
Yeah, well, I might be a boomer, but you sound like a pipsqueak. You don't even know how old I am.
No!
You little shit.
You didn't win the game, I lost it!
Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to
Call
get
that a
open
throw?
in key situations.
I might be old, but at least I don't still piss my pants.
Protect you and your loved ones with Crackem VPN.
Ever heard the game marry, kill? Okay, like, yeah, I'm gonna give you 3 people, and you're gonna decide who will you marry, who will you who will you kill?
Okay.
Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott, and Tony Romo.
Marry Jerry. He's got all the monies. Probably Tony. Dak Prescott. Gotta kill him.
I'm gonna Romo.
She's gonna with Romo.
I'm gonna marry Dak.
She's gonna marry Dak.
I'm gonna kill Jones.
She's gonna kill Jerry Jones. Who will you marry, kill between Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott, and then Tony Romo?
I'm out.
Jerry Jones, you.
So Jerry?
Jerry Jones, you.
Okay.
You.
Who will you marry, Dak Prescott or Tony Romo?
Tony Romo.
Tony Romo.
So that means you would kill Dak?
Yes.
Marry Dak. Kill Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones, poor Jerry.
Tony Romo.
Why not? He's probably one of the best commentators, announcers on the game right now.
Tony Romo? That's mine. That's mine.
Jerry Jones, right now. Right now.
You heard it here, guys. You heard it.
We need trash can.
Oh, here we go.
AJ, you have to sleep in this for the night. Yep. Football we already got. AJ's trying to take a piss right now. Trash can.
Stickers.
Stickers.
Couple stickies.
Couple stickies.
Yes. So we got a trash can. We're gonna go test it out in the toy aisle.
You're not getting it first.
First try.
He's not getting it. Give these guys a shot. They'll win a jersey if they get it. Oh, none of us made it. Come on, Dad. You get a free Cowboys jersey if you get it. None of us have made it. Dad's going for a shot. Come on, let's get it. Oh, that was the closest one.
Felt like the closest.
That gross? Yeah. We all missed it, so don't worry about it. We missed it. You guys going to the game tomorrow? Yeah.
Oh, nice. Us too.
Not only are we giving away 3 jerseys for whoever can toss a football into that can, we're also going to be leaving the can so someone can take that home too.
Look, there's still practicing Dolly Parton set. I got 2 words for you. Super Bowl!
Hey, guys, what are you doing here?
Game day, baby!
Game day, baby. Woo!
Kickoff's a month away.
Yeah, but we gotta get our reps in.
Yeah. They train. We train. Crack 'em, bro.
No, it's 7:30 and it's a Wednesday.
Road pop?
Oh! No, I'm going to work and I'm driving. Get out of my car. That means we got him.
Super Bowl! Super Bowl! Super Bowl!
Let's get it.
Guys, can we just get one? I mean,
Let's just get one. Doing the mojo moment. We got Dak Prescott in there. What they do is they're running one play, and then right after they just kick a field goal. TP20 to the
out
outside.
to the left, gets tackled
Swallowed
behind the
up.
line by Micah. Micah and his gang.
The linebacker.
Linebacker gets
So they're going to
tackled.
come back out. Again, it's going to be Aubrey. He missed his first field goal
Was it
attempt.
short or left?
Aubrey missed left. Let's see if he can put it through this time. It is
Short!
short.
What the f?
0 for 3.
That was like a 50-yard field goal.
Oh, was it?
That was a 50-yard attempt.
Yeah, but it needed to be 54 yards.
I mean,
that's 0
you
for
still,
3.
you gotta at least get the distance.
Go for 2
You know,
next
get the
time.
distance.
Just go for the first down conversion. Kicking is still a big problem.
Yeah, you're gonna run into those, and it's the distance though. Accuracy, okay, you can miss that from 50. I'll give you that. But if you're not hitting it, if you're not kicking it 50 yards,
So the issue right now, that was the 3rd mojo moment and the 3rd missed field goal attempt. Going to run out here, and TV Tristan Viscano is going to go for his 2nd attempt.
you gotta go through all the motions, okay?
Yeah. So what they're doing, they're running the kicking team off. They're practicing in a last-minute situation, having the kicking team try to get out there in time to kick a game winner. There's been no game winners kicked yet.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Here it is, though. Let's go, Tristan! Come on! Here we go. He's hitting this. He's hitting this. Yeah,
What practice is for? Make your mistakes and then correct them.
He's going to crank this one. He's going to boot it, and that one is
Far left.
wide
Far left!
Wide left.
Distance. He's got the distance.
I mean, I don't even know why I'm surprised anymore. Yeah.
So we just lost 4 games on game-winning kicks.
Crosby's available, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think.
Got to get someone. So yeah, he spikes it. Let's get
bring
Aubrey
Aubrey back out.
Aubrey out for hopefully his first made field goal. 1. Here it is. Let's get it.
Guys, can we just get one? I mean,
Let's just get one. Come on, Obs. Brandon? What's his first name? I mean,
Aubrey.
Aubrey?
I mean, he's kicking from the.
That's a nice kick. He got under it. That's good. Oh! That's one. That's one. That was a nice kick.
I don't think he has much leg though.
Now just
No, that was not.
now
that
just
was
do
not.
that
like
every
48
other
max.
time.
Yeah, that was almost short.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? I'm
gonna
gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
What you just did, just rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. Okay, is this-
TV lining up. He's 0-4-2 right now. This is his third.
Very like Havana Nights. Crack 'em if
with
you
the
got 'em.
Adams.
I feel like you've taken me on a sexy date.
Yeah.
Just a little sexy song. Sexy song for your ear holes.
On this Wednesday night. A Wednesday date night? A Wednesday main event night.
A Wednesday main event song, baby.
Wednesday sexy song date night. Here we go. Can fan in the house. And add AJ. You know we the mouse dogs.
We the mouse dogs.
We the most dogs. Crack 'em if you
Crack
got 'em.
'em if you got 'em.
And we stream for that DRRIP, bitch. What's up? Cowboys can fan in your nut.
Well, guys, just I
Cowboys
figured
can fan in your nut.
in your nut.
That could be a saying. Cowboys can fan in
We
your
in your nut, bitch.
We're up in your nut, bitch.
Dad.
They said they're up in our nut.
So what I'm doing is I just while we're in the off season, you know, the Cowboys are out there trying new things. I just created a couple variations of our songs over the next couple weeks, you know, until we get back into training camp mode. I'm just going to be playing some variations to
That was
bring us in.
very lo-fi.
Lo-fi, it was the elevator style.
That was, yeah. That was definitely elevator style. I don't know how I feel about that one. I'm gonna say that. I need to come in hot. I need to come in hot and kick the door down type. But I'm okay with it. I'm open to it. How often do you hear a song that you like it the first time? Not very often. Right?
Well,
are you guys like that?
I want to bring your mood up.
Okay, give me something. Give me something a little more. There we go. This is okay. Okay, this is better.
Cowboys camping in your house. Cowboys camping in your house. Cowboys camping. Rip your face off. Suck your face off. Crack 'em if you motherfucking got 'em, baby.
Hey, I like that. Very Rob Zombie of you. At first, when you started singing, I thought that was part of the. I looked up to see your guys' reaction, to see Adam being the one singing. Okay, I feel better now. That was a little. Okay. That was better. I like that better than the elevator Havana music. Feeling like
it's a mood.
Feeling like we're one step away from you spiking my drink.
Well, the other one felt like, okay, hey, we're on break right now, and
break like cue the credits or something. You know, like I think that's a good outro. I think that one was a good outro.
You know, I
can fans lick your face or whatever Ad was saying. I think that was a good intro.
Yeah, and look, there are a bunch of them. I just added up the numbers that you guys, and I counted that many, and then that's the one that we played. So, but hey, we are here, and we're having some some drips.
Hey, only 89 calories in these bad boys. I don't know if you guys have heard. Summer.
How many calories?
89 calories. Summer coming up. You might want to have that ab turned into abs. Get yourself a couple drips.
Want to drink 11 drinks?
Yeah.
But only want to feel like you drank 10 drinks? Not in alcohol, but in calories?
Yeah.
Might have more than one R in the title, but it has less calories than all those other drinks out there.
Yep.
Drip. This is not, that wasn't even like an ad read. That was just us talking about it.
89 calories of greatness. Yeah, we're having a couple crackums. Guys, it is, it's the main event. Cowboys Can Fan. At Cowboys Can Fan on all social media outlets. How are you two feeling? We got away. We were listening to some music. How are you guys feeling? We're into the OTA season. We're into minicamp season. Are we starting to feel a little excited for football?
I am.
Adam, but how's your arm though?
Oh, my arm is still pretty. I got, so just a quick story. Being a coach for my son's football team, I think this time last year I threw my arm out by throwing the football. And then about a week or two ago, I re-injured it even more. And I think I had something as either it's frozen shoulder or something of the degree, but I was in so much pain I couldn't sleep. Got some meds from the doctors, not the loopy kind of meds.
Popping pillies.
Yeah, I was popping pillies, but not the loopy type of meds. But I got the range of motion in my arm back slightly. Like that hurts right there, a lot.
Is it a coincidence that your nickname's Adderall Ad?
I mean, hey.
You're the pillhead of the group.
Hey, I'm the pill
popper. Now he's gonna get stuck on it.
Pill popping ad?
Pill popping ad. So you know what? I'm slowly, I think tomorrow I might actually try to work out. Uh-oh, somebody's gonna get spicy. But yeah, no, it's not bad. But it feels a little weird. I felt coming in today, I was like, I don't even remember how to podcast.
Hey man, one, this is a show. We're not a podcast. We're a show.
I like that I was testing you, and guess what?
I passed. We're a show, but yeah, you've been gone so long that you forgot what we even do. You thought we did a podcast, but we do a show.
I know.
Welcome back. You're back, and I'm just glad to be back on my throne over here on the couch without any responsibilities.
Adam's like Dennis Quaid from The Rookie.
Yeah, that's what you're looking
That's
at.
why I was looking it up.
So The Rookie.
That scene where you throw it. I don't know if I got anything left.
Yeah.
Could also be like Cap. Could also be like Cap Rooney.
Yeah, or
from Any Given Sunday.
Because of the injury, and then you find the rotation, I could be like Henry Rowengartner from the not Little Big League, but the movie when he is a pitcher for the
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year, not Little Big League's the other movie that
came
the
out the kid who
when he throws like
he breaks his arm,
and then it like turns
and then he's like
into
this.
But then
Good one.
There it goes.
Good one, you dumb shit.
Oh yeah. Anyways, I'd rather be DQ though.
Guys, speaking of TV news, we got some big news in Dallas Cowboys Kingdom.
Yeah, Netflix. Is it TV news? I guess Netflix is the new
streaming
TV. Hey,
news?
it's streaming news.
It's as TV as we're gonna get.
For all the youngins out there, streaming TV used to be this thing that you would watch before streaming. That's just facts.
So this is the okay. I'm gonna bring it up for Wage here. He's gonna pop it over. He's popping bottles and
well, why don't you just give us a talk about what we're about to talk about?
We're about to see. So we've all along been complaining about how the Cowboys don't put out like premium content on their YouTube at the same quality that these other teams are, and now it's kind of coming into light. I mean, obviously Jerry Jones is going to do a Hard Knocks, but he signed a deal with Netflix, and Netflix is getting the pinnacle America's team, the Gambler and his Cowboys, the true story of the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. 10-part series.
It is a 10-part series.
Dropping on Netflix August 19th.
Hey, I got a lot to talk about. I will do the show. Yeah, okay, but I need 10 episodes.
Are they going to drop it weekly, you think? Because if they're dropping... No, it's just all at you.
It's Netflix, so they'll drop it at once. That was going to be my biggest thing.
Does Netflix not do that? Does Netflix not do...
Nope.
Interesting.
Is there going to be...
They might maybe go in like 3 parts, then 3 parts, and then 3 parts.
Is it bad that I was kind of hoping it would be weekly because we could do we could watch it and then just do like a 20-minute or a 15-minute post?
Now you're right. They might stretch it.
Or sometimes they'll do
like the last
4 episodes, like Adam was saying, and then 10 episodes. I wonder if it's an hour long. That's a significant.
That's a lot of content.
Thing.
That's a lot of content, boys. And we have complained, and maybe this is why the Cowboys haven't been putting out some because you have in the last 2 or 3 years, you've seen NFL teams' social media presence and content really start ramping up. But maybe they were kind of holding out because they want to.
I will say
focus on Netflix, if that makes sense.
This offseason, I've seen maybe I'm just seeing it more, but I see a big improvement with the content the Cowboys are putting out. They've done a lot of fun stuff. Slowing down a little bit, so is the fucking season right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want more of this type of
have you
Get
guys
me the back room? Get me let me be the fly on the wall.
So speaking of content, but now
is that fly jerking off?
Who's jerking it?
Have you guys seen that CeeDee Lamb has a YouTube page? Trevon Diggs has a YouTube page.
Yeah, sure.
Trevon Diggs' YouTube page is, I mean, he's not very
talkative,
charismatic, or talkative. He doesn't like. I want them in CeeDee Lamb's YouTube page. They at least have like the the documentary style look where the guy's sitting down and they're interviewing him.
Yeah.
Where Trevon Diggs isn't like that. It's just him working out.
I like that you're calling it a YouTube page versus like on Trevon Diggs' YouTube channel.
A YouTube page.
On his YouTube page, his episode, it's just not. It's just a bunch. I mean,
on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs' YouTube channel and the episodes that he's putting out are pretty good.
He's the party animal of the two. He's the extrovert, and Trayvon is definitely the introvert. But CeeDee Lamb's, back to what I was saying. CeeDee Lamb's YouTube page or channel, like the content he posted, he only had the one episode. It was quite good. But back to the Netflix thing of America's Team, the truth you don't know. Like, do you think that's true? That there's stuff that people don't know about the '90s dynasty?
I don't think so.
Or is it just going to have a different look? Like,
I mean,
really?
here's what I will say. Obviously, we're going to see a lot of stuff, and the quality is going to be very solid, and we're going to be a bit homers because of how in depth it's going to be on the Cowboys, which is sweet. I hope they do take an episode or two and do the early years of the Cowboys before Jerry Jones.
Oh, of course they will. I think you have to be able to. This is how it's gonna go. It's gonna talk about their success in the Roger Staubach era. Then it's gonna go to the '80s, how they sucked, and then it's gonna show Jerry taking a gamble and buying them and bringing them into Super Bowl.
Yeah, and then we're gonna sit in the '90s for probably about 7 episodes, and then wrap it up with one over the last 25 years.
I'll be disappointed if they don't go into detail about the Jimmy Johnson stuff. And I think hopefully a big thing with Jerry and Jimmy kind of making amends and putting him in the Ring of Honor. Possibly we get some Jimmy Johnson interviews in and talking about that time of them splitting. I think that would make very great television or episodes. And maybe that's one of the reasons why Jerry put him in, is because, well, I got to get on good terms with him in order to put him in the docuseries and have him in there.
He's playing the long game.
Yeah, the nice difference is we're going to see it from Jerry's perspective, and maybe he can win a couple people back just hearing, if we're just going to pull back and not have all the history that we've, built here just on CanFan over the last 5 years, and just look at Jerry being an owner, it's definitely probably a high stress, high impact job. So I can imagine, yes, we see him as this old man, but he's probably been in a lot of battles with players over the years, and he still thinks he can win those battles. So
orgies.
Yeah, and definitely a couple salt. It's too hot in here. Get the salt. Spread it around the room.
Get it crystallized.
Okay, so let's just think about this.
Temper our heat.
While we're still on this topic for a second, 2 episodes of the pre-Jerry era, obviously probably sprinkled in with him talking about being involved. Obviously, I think they might jump timelines. Then you get an episode of them buying and building the team. Then you'll get the 3 episodes at least for their Super Bowl eras. So that puts us to 6. What would the other 4 episodes basically be about?
Jerry
Jones
in his younger times.
Do you think so?
Young Jerry.
Oh yeah. Well, that might be part of the
two episodes, the 2 episode preludes. I bet.
Yeah, that could be.
I think 10 episodes is 10 episodes is a lot. I feel like 6 episodes is a good amount.
They're only 15 minutes. They're only 15 minutes long.
There's no fucking way. They're going to be an hour.
At least 45 minutes.
Actually, they'll probably be different times. I'm betting. Sorry, Alex.
Yeah, no. There's going to be episodes based on what happened in the early noughts and in 2010s, and Des Bryant's going to get a lot of time. That era of the Dallas Cowboys, any era where they had a chance to win, and they had good seasons at every era. So if you're telling the story of what happened after they won the Super Bowls, how do we get to 2026 or 2025? Sorry, they have to roll through that, and we almost got back, but then this happened, and so I think there's a lot of opportunity to revisit some of these teams, how obviously it's not going to be decade by decade, but however the core of those teams broke down over the last 25 years, there'll be time for them to tell a chunk of story. Like, for example, from after the triplets left, 2000 roughly, right? The last, I think, that's when around 2000 was when
2001,
Elliott, So from Emmett Smith, sorry, from 2000 to 2010, what happened? When was the best Cowboys season? And like, what stories hit there? What players did they get? We're gonna revisit a bunch of those types of moments and do that in 2020, from 2010 to 2020 as well. And that'll be kind of fun too, I think. Obviously, we know there was not a lot of success in terms of championships, but there's a lot of probably what if moments that we can revisit.
Guess you'll just have to tune into Netflix August 19th.
Well, it's a Tuesday. Do we? And I don't want to live stream while we watch it. I almost feel like we should watch it.
No, you watch it and then you
I
just
think we watch it and just come right on for a live recap.
That's what you do. Yeah.
And if they are only 20 minutes, maybe we watch 3 episodes and come back and recap.
No fucking way they'll be 20 minutes. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Well, it just seems like 10 could be half an hour.
I think they'll probably do 40 minutes, 35 minutes. They'll be all over the play.
There was this Sports Illustrated article, 2025 NFL offseason winners and losers, and the Dallas Cowboys made the winners list for once.
Okay.
I just wanted to get us some positive information. This kind of a nice summary of the Dallas Cowboys offseason, and then we were going to hop right in here to mini camp, baby. But real quick, this is what they had to say about the Dallas Cowboys on Sports Illustrated. You want to hit this out or me?
The Dallas Cowboys, this might come off as a contradiction because I said the Steelers will be fine without Pickens, but I like the Pickens trade for the Cowboys for many reasons. Dak Prescott has a knack for pushing the ball downfield, and Pickens will see favorable matchups playing next to CeeDee Lamb, who will now likely see more snaps from the slot position.
I mean, more snaps.
That's all he had snaps.
Yeah, he's our slot guy.
However, this near-perfect Cowboys offseason goes beyond the trade for Pickens. Dallas again prioritizes the offensive line with the first-round selection of guard Tyler Booker and replacement for the recently retired Zach Martin. The defense could be better with the arrivals of rookies Donovan Izaraku and Savon Revel Jr. Still, this won't be a perfect offseason until this team locks down Micah Parsons with a contract extension. Micah Parsons with a contract extension. AI is messing up.
I fucked up.
So yeah, just like nice to see.
It's weird, the sentiment that the Cowboys are having a positive offseason because it's been a while since we've thought that. Last year, we didn't think it was a very great offseason. Season before that, same thing. I think the last time we went into like training camp excited and thinking the Cowboys did some things was possibly 2022. Yeah. 2023, 2024, they did diddly butthole squat. So it's nice to see the sentiment that the Cowboys tried to make some moves. And I think we all agree, in this room, we all agree with that.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Like, post-draft was a little heartbroken, but we put a lot of effort into looking at wide receivers and running backs. So,
and then the George Pickens trade makes the draft make so much more sense.
Oh, yeah. Then that's when things start. At the end of the day, though, all those things are great and agree with the article and agree with the summary. But if Micah's deal's not done week 1 and he doesn't get on the field and he misses training camp, okay, I don't know that we can be very happy about the offseason.
I don't know if you're segueing to the Micah stuff.
Like sure.
I don't know if that's the segue, but Micah was there for minicamp. He didn't participate, but to even be there amid like contract talks and your big deal coming up, to me says quite a bit about the player. A lot of guys in his position wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
They would just skip it. So
no, and this is going to be a good conversation because there's a few things that were said about Micah Parsons and from a couple players actually. And so not necessarily just about Micah Parsons, but there were some people who were speaking about Micah Parsons, and that also rolls into Shoddy's attempt here, and it seems to be working to change the culture. I don't know if I'm just paying more attention to it, But that's what it seems like. But first, yeah, let's start here.
Before you sorry, read the title and then I'll say what I was thinking. My
Okay,
bad.
yeah, no problem. Micah Parsons returns to Cowboys practice field at minicamp with welcomed twists.
So I was talking about yesterday. Yesterday he was at camp minicamp talking to Jerry Jones. Didn't practice. I haven't even seen this. This is news to me. I didn't know he ran through drills today.
Yeah, bro.
So that's sweet.
Didn't you send us the? Was it not you that posted the Sam Williams versus Micah?
It was
on the
me.
Get Off?
That was.
You're dumb.
Didn't put it.
You are so dumb.
Did not put.
You are dumb.
Did not put 1 and 1 together.
Here,
did not put 1 and 1 together.
You are nothing but garbage, yeah.
Let's watch a couple.
So this is Sam Williams versus Micah Parsons.
Williams looked hyped.
Yeah, well, because I think
it's pretty
even. It's pretty tough to see who won that. I need to see them versus an average guy to kind of get the quickness. Because I almost feel any NFL player could get from there to there. I think the real burners coming around the edge.
Well,
what I would like to see is something like this.
This is Micah.
So I would like to see Micah and Sam Williams race at doing that.
Yeah, who gets
That's the bigger speed one. Going around the giant hula hoop. And then I'd like to see Mike McCarthy hula hoop that hula hoop.
Oh,
that's actually a Mike McCarthy hula hoop.
It's left over.
His belt.
Hey, Shotty's
Mike taking strays.
Shotty's in the training room. Like, hey, what the hell are these?
What the hell is this?
We can use these.
Yeah, that's Mike's. That's Big Mike's.
Big Mike left his hula
hoop. But Mike is back. Okay,
Mike is back.
That's funny. I sent that and forgot, but
yeah. So
you're dumb.
I'm dumb.
That's been the hot topic was Willie Woney. Will he choose the dress?
Will he come? Will he not?
But there was some information here that we want to look at quickly. Micah Parsons participated in some individual drills today. That's what we just watched. And then he also had a conversation with Jerry Jones. And to summarize Parsons' thoughts here, I think maybe I'll pull up the other article, but he says, I'm still hanging tight. I understand it's up to Jerry. And he gives the green light on everything. So hopefully something is done by next month. So he's staying hopeful. But there's a better article. Let me just pull it up here.
Pay him. Just pay him.
Pay this man.
Pay the man. Because that article before talking about how well the Cowboys have handled everything.
I got to remind myself to get the soundbite from NWA, the movie, Straight Outta Compton, where it's like, pay the man, Jerry, where they're talking about Jerry Heller.
That's good. That would be a good soundbite.
I gotta look for it.
Well, hopefully we don't have to use it in the season.
I know.
No shit.
No. Hopefully it's only. Hopefully it's a couple weeks. However, we talk about Jerry Jones not paying people so often that we can easily.
Yeah, that's easily recycle. The last every offseason, we're talking about that.
So, Anth, did you see this?
Yes, this was the talk that I had seen on. Was this today again that they were chatting?
No,
this was
I was
Tuesday.
just looking at the article, and yeah, exactly. In the last 24 hours, this article had come out, so I didn't look at
this. Was kind of, I saw a clip of Jerry, and it was obviously they didn't have any sound, but it was just Jerry and Micah having a little chat. So and
here it is.
Yeah, this is them.
Yeah, so John Machado has this post. Micah Parsons was at today's minicamp practice, but he did not participate, so that was yesterday.
Yeah.
And today he just did a couple things, and I think he took a sideline as well. But he spent about 30 minutes talking with Cowboys owner Jerry. What's Jerry saying to Micah?
It looks like he's scolding him.
Now, you signed that damn piece of paper.
Look, you signed that paper, Micah, and you signed it that you're going to play for free this year.
Jerry, it's a napkin. I don't think I make contracts.
Sign it.
I make them all the time.
Nobody makes contracts like me.
Napkin math. Yeah, that was June 10th at 12:03 p.m.
Yeah, so this is what Micah said.
He was telling me I look pretty good, so I got excited about that. Asked me about the trip I just went on. It was a pretty good conversation. Then obviously just stepping up and being a leader and how much he appreciates it, and that means a lot to me.
So, yeah, I mean, getting Jerry in your ear for 30 minutes, I just really appreciate everything your big body's doing.
Those big, strong muscles. It was actually, I mean, I just keep on working. At the end of the day, man, I still love football. I think it's still about football. I understand the business side always kind of creeps in every couple of years in the football world. I just keep it about football. So, add some exclamation marks or add the air quotations because it went in from him talking to then.
Yeah, I know.
And him not. Oh, come on, John Machota.
Well, I don't know if he wrote the article.
I don't know if John Machota wrote the article. I think,
but he's to blame.
Yeah, John Machota is the only name we saw. It was his tweet.
Yeah. It was his tweet that
right.
It was his tweet.
So yeah, I think that's that's good that they're having a conversation.
And you look limber.
This better be a needle pusher, though, right? If Micah's coming here, like you mentioned at the beginning, and showing up and saying, hey, I'm not going to, like, I will be here. I don't have to be, and I'm going to be here. And he's, you know, for my money, impressing me as being a captain on this Dallas Cowboys football team.
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
It's his time.
But now you got to reciprocate it. And you know what? Take an extra $3 million out of your dirty little oil-filled pockets and give him that. If I don't know what at this point, like Anth, you always say it's the years, and I think that's probably it in this case.
Cowboys are probably trying to get 5. He's probably trying to get 4.
Yeah.
And then the signing bonus. One thing we kind of sidestepped, Sam Williams out there looking pretty dang good.
Yeah, looking
off
good.
that knee injury,
recovering nicely.
He's got some pop. Man, that's an understatement of the season. Our defensive line, if they can all make it through training camp, looking tough.
Yeah, and don't sleep on Marshawn Nealon. I don't want to say that he is going to be good, but we didn't really get to see a great chance of him either.
Battled injuries at the start of his rookie season. That's never good. It's exciting. We talk about the offense getting so much better, but I'm excited for the defense also.
Looking tough.
And D-Easy, this is kind of the final thing to wrap up the Micah Parsons influence.
From Patrick No C Walker, baby. Let's
guys-
go.
Are you guys going to go see MPI tonight? Oh, the Micah Parsons influence? Absolutely.
I'd watch it.
Yeah,
I'd fucking watch it.
But yeah,
So, talking about the Micah Parsons influence, I just wanted to chime in on Micah Parsons before the Jerry Jones, because I was going to say, do you think Jerry went and talked to him because Micah, I don't think it had anything to do with him. Jerry's going to talk to Micah anyways, but when Micah was doing the TikTok viral thing and he was calling his teammates and saying goodnight to them, and then Schottenheimer went right into
we should watch that too after
player coach mode, and just like, hey man, everything's gonna be all right. We're gonna take care. Thanks, buddy. And then he just went right into making sure you're all right. Yeah,
coach mode.
Yeah. And then I mean,
player coach mode.
Micah was a little late on the trend.
Yeah,
the trend, it was like last. It was actually 2 weeks ago where it started to really pop off.
But do you think these guys sit and watch?
Yeah, absolutely. You still hear CeeDee
I don't
Lamb's
think
like, what are you doing right now? Oh, I'm playing Call of Duty and NCAA.
But do you think he goes and scrolls? They scroll Instagram like we scroll Instagram.
Oh yeah, 100% they do.
I think they're just up in their DMs
I
talking
think-
to bitches.
Oh yeah, they got big booty hoes just fucking rolling through. Or maybe
I wonder what their DMs are like, man. They're probably a wild place somewhere. A little guy like AJ's eyes would not be allowed to see, because I bet she gets a little above PG-13. Yeah, you'd have to look through the finger cracks.
Or AJ's like, oh my God, no, you didn't just ask me that. No, you didn't.
Oh my goodness.
Suck those titties, Micah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Micah.
Toss me one before you get in this easy one, please, and thank you. My QB. That's my quarterback. Oh shit! I caught it. That's my quarterback.
Keep catching her. You're off.
Yeah, hey, I'm out of the. My ideas or aspirations of being the Can Fan quarterback's gone.
You're out. You're Cap Rooney.
Hey, we're keeping you on the squad.
Yeah,
you're third string now.
Grab an ice pack. Get your shoulder ice pack on, and grab a fucking clipboard.
How's those legs? How's those knees? You still kick a football?
No, I can go into running back mode. Can Fan running back.
Running back with a broken shoulder.
Yeah.
We just saw you pretend to throw a ball, and you're coach. Sorry, you're offensive coordinator.
Don't you dare take me off the pup
AJ,
list.
this is a 66% vote. Is he running back or is he going to be coach?
Give me before training camp. I'll show you that I can actually fully extend my arm.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll wait for that before I vote.
Gotta make that decision
Yeah,
soon.
okay. I like good negotiating skills.
Yeah, I'm my own fucking agent, like Lamar Jackson or whoever has their own agent.
But yeah, as you said, Patrick Nosey has this article. Donovan Izuraku opens up about first minicamp and Micah's influence. And there he is.
Good shot.
Great shot.
Look at that dude on the right. That guy's got to be British.
This guy's, look, his fucking knees buckling.
There's no way that guy's not.
Oh my God.
It's twisting.
Why? Who? What the fuck?
I walk with a twist in my legs, I walk with a twist in my legs.
Someone needs to check on that guy to make sure he still has an ACL.
I walk with a twist in my legs,
So this is the first training camp, obviously, for DZ. Second round. Minicamp, sorry. Second round pick for the Dallas Cowboys 2025. There's nothing I'm worried about. I'm just so grateful to be a Dallas Cowboys, his opening statement. Then he goes on to say to contribute, what his focus is going to be in his first goal. He's like, to contribute in any way possible, doing whatever the coaches asked me to do. And if that means I have no, whoa.
Even Gimpy Leg McGee.
Yeah.
Even if Gimpy Leg McGee wants me to massage his knee.
Straight knee, Jack?
Straight knee. I have to massage his leg every night to make it go straight.
To be successful, he says he's got to stay healthy and just put my best foot forward every single day, every single game. That'll be a successful year for me.
What would you guys call a successful year for D-Easy? Like stat line. What would you need to be like, wow, okay, that second round pick? And let's preface this that our other second round defensive edge linemen, rushers, whatever you want to call them, have been Sam Williams and Marshawn Nealand. Who Sam Williams had a decent, like an all right rookie year. Nealand's wasn't very good. So realistic, like what's a realistic stat line for?
So I think if
Ezeraku?
if he's more of a replacement dude who or like coming in to relieve, if he's playing more of that role, over 4.5 sacks is what I'm. Or if he got 4 sacks, I'd still be pretty happy with that. Talking about like 33% of the snaps. If he's more into that 66% of the snap area, I want to
doubling that. Like doubling is 4.
Yeah, probably 8. 8, 4 and 8, I guess, depending. I think that would be pretty good. I kind of would like him to have 10, but you got to remember, there's Osa, there's Fowler Jr.,
Sam Williams,
Micah, and Williams might be the starter.
Yeah, you right. We're all excited about
who's going to play.
But
so who's playing the DeMarcus Lawrence role? Nealand.
That's my guess. Just the big bodied type, kind of big bodied defensive end. That's kind of a Nealand. What would be okay?
Or we run 2 fast dudes.
And this is the other thing. He was drafted a lot higher than like a Nealand or a Sam Williams, right? Sam Williams and Nealand were kind of taken in the later half of the second rounds, where Ezeraku was right at the top, and a lot of people had first round grades on him. So he could surprise us. Dare I say, yeah, maybe he has 10 sacks.
Yeah. That like a very exciting season will be 10 sacks.
Oh yeah.
Brent Packer guy is saying the number that I was going to say, like 4 to 6 sacks. I'd be all right with, and then 20 pressures and being a rotational guy.
That's pretty good.
Stephen White saying behind Fowler 6.
Yeah.
So
if he gets 6 sacks, we all got to be pretty stoked.
Oh yeah, and if
6 is pretty good.
Look, if you're that guy who can come in and you don't see a misstep after in that, like as a depth piece. So if Fowler's out there and then all of a sudden Ezeraku comes in and replaces him, and you don't notice him unless he's getting a sack, and you're like, a guy got a sack, and you're not calling him out for missing that fucking play, then that's a great piece to the puzzle. You're giving depth to that line, depth to the edge. And when you have guys like Nealand and Sam Williams, now Ezeraku, Fowler, and then Micah Parsons, like that's a pretty good edge line.
It could be
edge lords.
That's the edge lords.
Here's the only problem I have with our true edge dudes. Our true edge lords is that they're all kind of unknown. We had some really good hints with Sam Williams in the first full season that he played. He didn't play a lot though, so it's like, is his success based on I'm really good at being a rotational dude, but if you start me, I'm going to get the same numbers. So, but there's a lot of question marks, which kind of leaves it open for everyone, and D-Easy included. What I would prefer though is I'd be fine if D-Easy had say 3 sacks, but was very noticeable when he was on the field, creating a lot of pressures,
making tackles.
Like I would trade that for a lower amount of sacks rather than have 6 sacks, but really that's all he kind of did with those 6 sacks.
I know you're still reading this article, but after this article, could we just look at Sam Williams and Marshawn Nealand's rookie years?
Yeah,
just to kind of get a
we are
to get
going
an idea.
on a side quest. Actually, that's a Suno song that you need to get as a side quest? A side quest one.
Well, we need a side quest. We need a side quest sound effect. Here, sorry. Shit, what the fuck just happened there? Can you read this while I pull that up?
I told them, no egos in this room, said Parsons of this message to the group. If I'm not hustling, tell me to get the fuck on. Everybody's shit stinks. We're not all perfect. So Ezeraku,
smell my fingers. That's my shit.
Words resonated heavily with Ezeraku and others. Nobody's above anybody. We all have different successes and have all done certain things already in the game. Granted, in the NFL, I haven't done anything, but it doesn't matter because if one guy isn't going hard, we're going to get on that guy the same way anybody else was not going hard. So
he's not hard. Written terrible. Like
I know everybody's
written
equal.
terribly.
That pretty much.
I think
they really fucking add up without the quotations.
It could just be a direct rip from the audio and it's not perfect.
Here's the thing. What I like about what he's saying here
everybody's
is that
equal. You like that? Everybody's
equal. And
we're all equal.
Everybody's equal.
Possibly like a changing in the guard with Tank Lawrence being out of there now, and now all of a sudden you're seeing this being vocal like, hey, you're on this team, you're on this defense, you need to step up, and we're going to call you out if you're not. Setting that kind of tone, I like obviously hearing that, and I think Micah Parsons, when you hear him in his interview saying, I want to be there regardless if my deal's not signed, I think he knows how critical it is for him to be established as that true leader on that defense to get all these younger players up to speed and believing and playing at the same level that he wants to play at. It's like, we don't got time to be, jerking around. We got to get in there. We got to work hard. And if someone's fucking not pulling their weight, you get step the fuck on. Step the fuck on. I actually heard Shoddy talk about that too in one of his interviews this past week, where he's saying everybody on this team needs to earn it. And if you're not, like, the people who are going to earn a starting position are going to show up and show that they have what it takes. Nobody is getting a free pass or a free ride here. So whether or not that's
how much
true,
you guys believe that?
Well,
there's free rides. There's always going to be a free ride.
I think if
Mozzie Smith's the perfect example.
Well, Mozzie Smith, you're saying he's already gotten a free ride. Yeah, cut him.
Cut him then.
Yeah.
Prove to me.
After this year,
if Shoddy
prove it to me.
If Shoddy benches and doesn't have somebody play, or he cuts somebody and puts them on the practice squad,
show me. Prove it to me.
That would be great to see. I think.
Prove it to me.
Say it again.
Prove it to me. Shoddy.
Prove it to me, Tony.
Prove it to me, Shoddy.
Yeah, visor son of a bitch.
But so you think this is just all fluff then?
Oh yeah, we're in fluff season, man. We're the porn stars that are just backstage getting fluffed right now.
You know what? This is the honeymoon phase, and it can go one of two ways. It can go like, okay, this was real, and there is this change, and the team's gonna rally around each other when we get into the part of the season where we face some adversity, some losses in a row. How are they gonna bounce back, or are things gonna fall apart? That's when we're going to know if this is real or not. It's going to start out great, and if the Cowboys go 2-0 pretty easily in terms of like looking good, we're not really we're going to still be in the honeymoon phase. We got to hit the adversity phase to see if we're going to make it.
We hit the adversity phase hard last year, baby. Week 2. It came crashing down after that Browns game.
I will say this. We can move on, and then I'll pull up Sam Williams and Marshawn Nealon's last years, or whatever years you want to look at.
Yeah, just their rookie years. It doesn't even have to be fat. Like, it could just be quick. I just want to see their quick stats.
Yeah.
Just to get kind of what we should expect from a second round defensive end.
BPG has to take off. See ya, Brent.
See ya, brother. It does seem like that there is a new energy. Maybe that's just better promotion of the Dallas Cowboys too. So, okay. So here's Sam Williams in his first season was 2022.
Does it show? Go to season stats for me there, Bay.
Got his stats here.
Oh, it does. Okay. So
yeah, I just have to switch them.
Nice.
Oh, hang on. This is not.
So 4 sacks in his rookie year.
1 sec. I just gotta redo this for ad screen.
Get it redone.
The 4 sacks in his rookie year, 4 assists.
That's a nice rookie year for the limited amount of snaps he played. So how many snaps did he run? Snaps.
274.
Right, okay, 274. So that's pretty good. That's for the amount he played. And again, he wasn't going to be taking D-Law off the field, or he wasn't going to be taking Micah Parsons off the field. So with that 4 sacks, 14 solo tackles, 4 assists, 1 forced fumble, pretty good. Not bad. And then even his PFF grade, nice and green, nice and hydrated.
And you could almost just like basically, okay, if he would have played a 500 or basically doubled his snaps where he would have been starter, and then you just double. So 8 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good. And then Marshawn Nealon, not really good.
Yeah, not great. No sacks. Wasn't great at run defense, which is basically drafted him to be a run defending defensive end. DeMarcus Lawrence got hurt early on in the season. Marshawn Nealon came in, and Didn't really do much.
Yeah, disappointing. But you know what? Only 255 snaps.
So him and Sam Williams essentially had the same snap count their rookie seasons. I think D-Easy blows both these
it's
stat sheets out the water.
It's a new vibe. The reality is all three of those guys are young, and they each have a chance to come in and take ownership of that role. So let's see who wants to do it, who wants to play.
Let's also remember too, like we have Boosh.
Boosh did.
You know, that you got some of these guys who this is now going to be their third defensive coordinator coming into this year.
Totally.
So you had
Sam Williams.
Yeah, like Sam Williams. Look, he had DQ, then he had Zimmer, and then now he has Eberflus. So, some schemes and setups don't work for certain guys' technique or ability. It'll be interesting to see how they all kind of mesh with the new scheme. And did they do the right things in the offseason, picking up certain players and certain talent to help each other out, right?
Yeah.
If we're just talking about a positional group, the edges, edgelords need that the defensive line to really help them out, right? Like, can you have other edgelords out there that are going to help shed away the double team on a guy like Micah Parsons and stuff?
Yeah, buddy, if you need me to edgelord you, I'll edgelord you. What's up? Feeling good?
They have each other's backs.
How's your back? Strong? Send me a photo.
Show me a photo here. This is for all those edgelords out here. Crack them if you got them.
Try crack them. Crack them if you got them.
So
that was a trifecta crack them.
That was an edgelord. Crack them if you got them.
I think I'm excited and also nervous, and we're gonna see what happens. Really, I don't even trust training camp now. It's week 1 of the NFL season where it's.
I don't even trust preseason.
No, you can't trust preseason. Yeah, even week 1's tough.
Preseason is your decision maker. Where you have where it's like a 50-50 toss. Okay.
After the Browns game last year, I don't even trust week 1.
True.
I need, and we've said we've said 4 weeks to really start getting
by
a
week
vibe.
4. You should know. Actually,
you got a vibe. You got a vibe by week 4.
But I will say this though: as soon as we start seeing Pickens catching stuff in camp, or some of these guys beating, like we're gonna get jacked up.
As soon as Jadon Blue has a big run in training camp, in preseason, Super Bowl.
Yeah,
we're winning the Super Bowl.
Look at him break through the defense that's not tackling.
No one can stop his speed.
It's that meme. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Okay.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
All right, let's Kevontae Turpin.
So this was
everybody's buying it.
You know, we're rolling through backwards than the order that I thought we would go, and that's okay though,
because it's called Way Back Wednesday on the main event.
No, but this came from
Rewind Wednesday.
Rewind Wednesday.
Turpin.
Counterclockwise Wednesday. Kevontae Turpin on why everybody is buying into new Cowboys culture, offensive role in 2025.
This article's nice because Turpin spills a little tea in it.
Ooh, Turpin.
And this is also
Patrick Nosey Walker.
Great photos, Patrick, I have to say.
Whoa, and we see Kevontae Turpin with the massive Oakley visor on his massive helmet.
That is big helmet.
That's not a Guardian cap helmet
I was
either.
gonna say no Guardian cap on that bitch.
Yeah.
But there's a couple quotes here from Turpin. So the first one says he wants to do shifts. I'm sorry. Let me give you some context here. So this is him answering questions regarding how head coach Brian Schottenheimer will deploy Turpin on offense. He wants to do more shifts, more motions to get the ball in playmakers' hands in space and to get one-on-ones. I feel like that's good for me. One-on-one with a linebacker or safety, I'm going to take advantage of him. And when I say take advantage of them, I mean I'm going to oil can.
I mean it.
Oil can.
I'm going to ditty their buttholes.
Oh, my. Turpin,
you cannot
You're
say
live.
that, dude.
Okay.
I thought we were live mics in 5.
Okay, sure. No,
I said we are live.
We are live.
Not live mics in 5.
I thought you said live in 5.
I thought you said live in 5, babes.
He continues on, and this is where things get a little juicy in the next few here. While Turpin has taken the NFL by storm as a returner, his reps on offense have been plentiful, but he isn't harping on that and believes it'll all balance out as he needs to. I'll say, just to be available, I got to be trusted so they know when they call my number, I'll go out and make a play. Kickoff returns, punt returns, I'll be me and try to make a Pro Bowl again. So I think with the changing rules too.
Yeah.
There's that additional like, oh, okay.
Changing rules is probably why they offered him the money that they did.
But sorry, he finishes here. But on offense, I'll let them believe in me and trust in me to go out there and be the playmaker I can be.
Which we've been waiting for that still. We've been waiting for the Turpin to be offensive featured, and we haven't seen it. He's had splashes, but it's yet to really see him be featured. And maybe one game you're like, okay, Turpin's getting these really nice matchups. Let's give him 10 tosses and see what he can do with 10 passes.
I mean, think about it. You got we're probably going to see Pickens, Lamb, Tolbert, and Turpin out there at the same time at one point, right? So you're going to have
split.
Yeah, you're like and
I'd almost want Turpin out there more than
Tolbert
at this point.
Or let's say you have two fast guys. You get Jadon Blue and you get Turpin, and you have them running like a go route to stretch the field, and then you're opening up possibilities
to gape the field,
that gaping hole. But I mean, if you're cutting two guys on CeeDee Lamb, one guy on Pickens, and then you got Turpin going over the top for a go route or something like that, like
Turpin on the go. But he can't just be a go route guy. That's the problem. He has to be able to do everything.
Or you have CeeDee Lamb and you have Pickens stretching the field, and then Turpin comes cutting across on a drag route.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine being able to see Turpin on a drag route. That'd be something to see.
It's like, whoa, we're doing drag routes?
Yeah, right? When do you ever see the Cowboys run a drag route?
Never. Yeah, never. Give him a drag route. Give Blue like a wheel route as well to check down if Turpin gets covered.
Are we playing Madden right now?
Oh man, are we Madden in right now?
Madden is real life.
Coach's selection.
Have it.
Coach's selection X. Let's go.
Just telling you, I won the Super Bowl with the new Cowboys with the new roster. I'm just kidding, I haven't yet. But
and then Turpin goes on to say, as for Pickens, that's my guy. He just looks like a real cool guy.
Yeah, he's a real cool guy.
He's been here next.
Yeah, he's been here about a month, and we're locked in. Me and him got cool. I think it's just a South thing. He's from Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm from Louisiana. We clicked as soon as we talked, and I'll say that's my guy, and he's doing good right now.
They're BFFs.
Yeah, so that's nice.
They're locker mates.
This is the final thing that is a nice little touch that puts a bow on everything.
I got this. Everybody's buying in. Everybody's loving what Schottenheimer is doing. I just feel like we're going to take the pressure and roll with it and deal with it. Everybody's excited, and everybody wants to be here.
Yeah, so great news. And you know what, Turpin, I find it may be it's just my fucking stoner memory, bro. But I find that Turpin gives a lot of really good interviews. He says a lot of like interesting things.
And he's always very hyped up on the sounds of the sidelines. He's always cheering everybody on. Yeah. Super, he seems like a very good teammate.
Great guy. There is a great video here that I want us to watch about the wide receivers.
It's just a video of AJ dancing.
What do you think of that?
What do you think of it?
Are those spots normal?
Are those spots normal when I'm dancing?
But this is... Let's pull it up. This is a good one.
You got Pickens here, number 3. Oh, shit.
Nice little out route there.
Oh, okay. Now we got some CD.
Watch Turpin here. Watch how fucking fast he is.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, yeah.
Like, he is next level speed. It almost...
Quickness.
Like, just watch... Both of these guys are fat, big dudes, athletic, fast dudes. CeeDee Lamb, the only 99 wide receiver in Madden.
CeeDee's pretty fast.
But watch his pump here. Right there.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And then like there.
It's that burst acceleration that he has.
I have to watch though. Just stop. Just keep it going. Watch the stuff in the background. Is it sped up?
No.
I'm just watching. You got to watch everything in the background here.
It's not.
No.
Why would they speed up just that one section?
I don't know, because he just looks way faster. So
that's it.
I had to see for myself because he just looked way faster.
This isn't the Colorado Buffalo social media department where they're showing Shedeur throwing a ball and then they're cutting to a different shot of someone catching it.
Oh, are they?
They did that. They got fucking blasted online.
Really?
Yeah.
But okay,
you don't think internet sleuths are gonna know that?
Oh, well, no, they fucking just.
That's what I mean.
Internet over the coals.
You're not getting away with that.
This is something funny though that is a little relevant to that. So there is another clip of this.
Look how fucking stupid the Dallas Cowboys. Who shills themselves on a fucking Twitter post sponsored by Invisalign? Like they have so many different sponsors for everything that they put out. It's kind of disgusting in a way. But anyway, sorry.
No, and you know what? Get your money, whoever the fucking Jerry's like, I want that $5,000.
They're the most. They're the most profitable sports franchise
For a reason.
For a reason. Am I right?
Their toilet paper is probably sponsored by somebody when they take shits.
Probably.
I saw an alternative clip of this. I swear, and Turpin actually is also included in this clip, but it's just him catching the ball. So I don't know if he was like super slow going around those, and they just cut him out of the clip. But I'm just saying.
You mean Tolbert?
Tolbert, sorry. Yes,
Oh, yeah,
sorry. After Turpin, there's a shot of Tolbert on another alternative cut of this that I saw of Tolbert just catching the ball in the middle. They didn't show his run, and this one doesn't even have him in
Look at him
it.
walking away like sad boy.
I know.
He's just walking. Emo receiver. Tolbert.
It'll loop back here in 1
I
second.
only have one leg pant on.
Watch
right here. Watch him walking away all sad right here. Wah, wah,
Aw.
wah, wah, wah.
Who took my other pant leg? Pant is not pant, it's pants.
Who took my pants?
But yeah, that's kind of nice to see, right? We like to see that.
Turpin's got some spunk in his trunk.
And now we'll lead in. Now we're also gonna do fights, guys. I think too. So we got the time, and I got some goodies for us. But this is another clip here from, I believe this was day 1 of camp, and this is Schottenheimer running a 2-minute drill with who's this fucking dude that he's with? His coach,
Steve Carell.
What?
Just joking.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm joking.
Lead it, call the timeout. Lead it, call the timeout. Yep. If they call it. If not, call it timeout right away.
But that guy who was just speaking, that's like his right-hand man, his Palpatine.
So what do you got? First down or no? Hey, time! Hey, we're out of timeouts, okay? Hey, I want to do this. I want to run a play and then kill it. Something quick. Boom.
Kill it.
Hey, clock, clock, clock!
Clock it.
Clock, clock! Clock, clock, clock!
Clock it.
Make it legal! Good. 2s are up!
Should have quarterback scrambled.
Shotty's out there. He's got a little Steve Carroll in him. Watch this walk at the end.
Illegal!
Last clip.
Good.
Very last
2s
clip.
are up!
That's got a little Steve Carroll vibe. A little Steve Carroll vibe to him. I like that.
He was under Steve.
It's about the walk.
Pete Carroll or Steve Carroll?
Pete Carroll.
Yeah, Pete Carroll. He was under Pete Carroll for a bit. And Steve Carroll. Because they were
I'm
dating.
just over here nodding. Yeah.
It's
Steve
like, yeah,
Carroll.
that's-
Yeah.
uh-huh.
He's
Steve Carroll.
I
yeah,
see
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what you're saying.
There we are.
Okay, but now let's go over and have a look-ski at these
Behind
6 observations.
Pick 6. Quick observations from day 1 at minicamp.
Minicamp.
Sponsored by whoever the fuck Dallas Cowboys have shelled to.
Oh, yeah, this is like super small, so I got to zoom in.
Zoom it in, zoom it in.
And we like to look at these. I like when Dallas Cowboys do this. I was hoping that they'd have a day 2 one as well for us, but I don't think that's up.
Oh, look at those calf muscles. So Dak Pickens have chemistry. You'd think it would take some time for Dak Prescott to establish chemistry with newly acquired wide receiver George Pickens, but you'd be wrong. The two showed considerable chemistry in the first practice of minicamp, connecting on several throws, and one of which being a deep ball down the left side in double coverage that Pickens came down with. Immediately thereafter, Cedarius Lamb, a.k.a. CeeDee Lamb, was seen shouting and dancing on the opposite side of the field and play. Credit to Patrick No-See Walker. So Pickens and Dak chemistry, I think that's what we want to see.
Yeah.
We want to see him having, of course, you have a guy who's a wide receiver 1. There should be immediate chemistry knowing that I can toss it up to this guy and he's going to come down to it. You start to figure out the rhythms of each other. And then the fact that CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens seem to be gelling as like the camaraderie's there is also a fantastic sign.
Yeah.
So that's like an exciting thing to hear about.
Yeah, you just traded for a guy that's a wide receiver 1. It's nice to see that they're clicking.
Who's the first wide receiver on the Dallas Cowboys to get 100 yards in a game?
That's a good question.
CeeDee Lamb does not start off hot, so this might be a bold take. Pickens is going to get 100 yards before CeeDee Lamb.
Okay, I think I tend to agree. I'm going to say CeeDee Lamb just because that's the hot one.
Add best.
Okay, tiebreaker. CeeDee Lamb's going to get 100 yards before George
I thought you
Pickens.
might go with someone different.
I was going to say Turpin, but then I'm like,
Well, throw in Turpin just so we each have one.
okay, I'll say Turpin because I just feel like
you're right. If week 1, the defense is the secondary is covering those two guys, like we've kind of been talking about over and over, and I will kick this dead horse.
I mean, and
that's going to leave Turpin open.
The other thing, like depending on how they utilize their running backs, I mean, the check down passes to the running backs could also
Still pretty tough for a
not
running back to get,
or Javonte Williams. Yeah,
for a running back to get 100 receiving yards, it's just tough.
Not if they get a 67-yard run.
That would actually make it even harder.
Why?
Because it's a 67-yard run.
Oh. I was just saying.
I knew what you meant, but
not if he gets
capitalized.
Caesar's back.
Caesar's back.
Hey, this is a nice one.
Are we able to do? I guess we can't read it and have the picture. Eh? They do it really. They kind of
no, because
they kind of cuck us here.
I mean, I can just give you a little picture, a little look-see at him. That's Span Ford.
That's Span Ford doing his damn
great
thing.
photo.
That is a good. The photos have been very nice.
Top dollar. Top
and
drawer.
anyone that's listening right now and not on the YouTube, you should head over to our YouTube page.
Show up to our YouTube page and check out our show.
What we're looking at, because right now we're looking at a picture of Span Ford getting looks with starters. After stacking impressive offseason and OTA performances, second-year tight end Brevin Spanford has continued to see more reps entering minicamp this week. He started the full team period with the starters before rotating in with the second and third team sets during the 7-on-7 period. His only recorded grab came during the 7-on-7 portion of practice, and it was thrown by Joe Milton. But with Jake Ferguson healthy and at practice, it's certainly something to keep in mind that Spanford is at least earning reps with the top group so far.
What I heard about Spanford listening to what's the show?
Locked On.
No, not Locked On.
Because every time you're like, it's not Locked On.
I know. I think I have it locked in my memory now.
Chat Sports.
No, it's with Vok.
Oh, Vok. It is Vok. I always call him. Or no, it's Vok.
It's Vok Lombardi. Well, Vok Lombardi then. It's
Vok Lombardi,
a show that he does on YouTube
with
3 other people.
Yeah, the older dude. I can't remember his name right now.
It's awesome. Fuck it.
Not Brian Broaddus?
Yeah, Broaddus.
Brian Broaddus. Yeah. But anyways, they were talking about Spanford, and
let's get another look at him.
Yeah, he's a big boy, which is really intriguing. He's the biggest of our tight ends. But the problem with him, I think, is just his catching and his hands, and he's not going to have separation. So he needs to be able to work on catching the football and then he could be very, very solid. If he's a reliable, 3rd and 8 type of target, and he's a big body, he could be really great. He's just going to be more of like a Witten in a way where Witten wasn't he's not creating separation, but he's always open, and that's what he's got to get to.
I think personally, the tight end room is wide open. Jake Ferguson could be supplanted. Sure, he might be our one this year, but he would have to have a pretty crazy year for them to Ferguson's in his 4th year, right? For his final year of his contract, he would have to have a crazy ass season for him to be a must keep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Well, Forever DC in the chat saying, I like that they are getting Brevin Spanford in there with the ones so they can watch his catching in order to make the correction he needs. He needs more confidence in catching.
Get him out there.
And sorry, you're absolutely right. Any one of these guys can come in and take that spot. It's not a clear indicator. Tight end is probably the most available spot to come in as a rookie or as a backup, a 3rd string, a 2nd string, and say, I'm taking that from Fergie-licious.
I think we see it every single year. A new tight end rise to like the top, 8, let's say, of at least fantasy football production, right? Like there's your standard guys, but tight end is one of those more, okay, who's going to be the guy this year, that like enters into the ring. And they don't last, not all of them last long. So
yeah.
This could be something like that. But look, I like the competition, and I'd love to just see, because I feel like tight end is a kind of ho-hum position for the Cowboys, and perhaps Ferguson's going to change that, but I need to see more out of him than just like leaping
1 year.
Yeah, and leaping over someone, and that's a great highlight.
He needs to, when he gets one-on-one matchups, speaking of Ferguson, he needs to take over a game.
Yes.
He can't just, get a couple catches. He needs to take over a game, is what it is. When you get that type of opportunity that he's going to have in this offense, you have to really make a team pay.
Basically, you knew the ball was going to Dez when you got down to the 15, 10-yard line, and it's going to go to that corner.
And he still scored.
That's what we need. Elam.
Okay, Elam's a backup in this motherfucker.
Elam.
Is it my turn? It's my turn. No, it's your turn.
Okay, Elam comes up again during a tough day for secondary. One of the biggest winners from OTA's minicamp so far has been Khair Elam, with the who the Dallas Cowboys traded for earlier this season. Come on, Alex. Earlier this season.
Get together,
You got this. You got this. Get on that horse.
Get on that horse. We're
and it's the positive coach. I'm the one who gets in your face. Are you fucking dumb? Can you not fucking speak? Speak.
I think you were a little hard on him back there.
Speak.
Elam once again made his presence felt on Tuesday with a pass breakup that should have been an interception on a deep ball from Dak Prescott. It was a free play, but Elam undercut the route and was in the right place at the right time. Aside from Elam, it was an otherwise tough day for the secondary. Israel Mukuamu had some run at an outside corner with Andrew Booth working on off to the side, and Deron Bland continued to take a lot of reps in the slot. So that's what it looks like we're seeing. Bland's in the slot. Elam is going to be one of the outside wide receivers, and then
cornerbacks.
Sorry, thank you. Oh, well, hopefully they play like wide receivers. But then then we have the other side of the ball wide open. And can I just add this here? While I keep talking and you guys listen to me.
Of course.
We will talk and listen to you.
The more I think about it, the more I do not know that Trevon Diggs is ever going to return to that kind of a type of player that we're looking for.
A tier.
I just don't think he's there.
He doesn't have to be, I don't think.
He doesn't. You're absolutely right.
I don't think he needs to be. I mean, it sucks that the Cowboys paid him.
Yeah.
More than likely moving away from him next season. But just get healthy, get there back in the lineup for October or November.
4 interceptions.
Get 4 interceptions, get a big pick against the fucking Eagles in the postseason. That's all I need. I don't need you to have 13 interceptions in a season or whatever you have.
That was fun.
That was fun. It was really fun.
It was very fun.
I mean, we don't even know what these this cornerback, these secondary rooms going to look like with Al Harris not there anymore.
That's true.
Some
could fall apart.
Could fall apart. We might not see the production that we saw from them before. I mean, they're all professional players. There's still a lot of guys with talent there. It's not like after 1 year, it's like, oh, we've lost, right? So
I'd be more worried if it was like the Dan Quinn departure where it was Al Harris is gone and we still have the same core, and then but this is like, it felt like inevitable. They're going to clean house and Schottenheimer's bringing in his coaches. So you're right. Like, I would have loved Al Harris to be able to be here, but I'm also thinking for both sides of the ball, it might be good to move on to something new. And we've seen it happen quite a few times, especially with the Dallas Cowboys, where coaches go away to another team for a couple years and come back. So
I mean, like you
that
got
experience is good.
And I don't want to spoil it, but I mean, who were they talking about that they were moving around and they moved him into the safety position? Was it Mukuamu? It was Mukuamu.
No, Mukuamu plays safety, and they were having him run cornerback.
Yep.
Okay.
So we may see.
Yeah, like I mean,
just out of need.
Yeah, it's nice to see that kind of like exploratory.
And then he got his ass handed to him.
He got spanked.
Did he get poopied?
Stride open. Now I see why George Pickens is one of the NFL. Let me just large my screen.
Hang on.
Here.
Let me fix this thing because it went black and nothing against black.
Whoa.
Nothing against black.
You go black. You don't go back, but you did. You switched it back.
I did. I had to switch it back.
Stride open. Now I see why George Pickens is one of the NFL leaders in yards per catch over the last 3 years. He takes like 3 steps to get a first down. Sure, he's a tall guy, but for some reason, he's even more of a long strider with the ball in his hands. On Tuesday, there were several occasions where Pickens made a catch over the middle on a crossing route and was 10 to 15 yards up the field in no time. And it wasn't just the intermediate routes. But Pickens went down the field a few times as well, again, taking the limited number of steps to get there. That's going to be a huge addition for the Cowboys offense that still features CeeDee Lamb, who will command plenty of double coverage. But if Pickens often just has to win a one-on-one battle, that could be an easy first down and then some, because of his ability to get up the field quickly.
Who wrote
That's
it?
from Nick. Eat me out, Eatman.
I'm excited for George Pickens.
Me too.
I know,
I'm
man.
pretty excited for George Pickens.
I will say,
Very excited.
we talked about. Well, I mentioned how we were a little bit down and not excited after the draft because we had focused so much on RBs and wide receivers and yes, George.
Arby's?
Yeah, Arby's.
Arby's. Baba did. Hey, bandwagon Baba did bring AJ and I Arby's.
I had Arby's as soon as I got home from that day. On the
the most unsuspecting
and we had
food for, but also
and we were talking about it earlier.
That's probably why, right?
But you meant RBs as in
running backs.
Running backs.
Yeah, I'm just saying we were down because I was like, I wasn't super stoked. I guess CeeDee's just gonna have to do everything this year again. It's great to have Pickens come on here. It's great to see the potential of Turpin, and I'm also excited to see maybe we have somewhat of a four-headed beast in the running back room. Not that they're all getting equal play, but we're going to see them being used in or Sanders doesn't make the team. But I'm really excited to see what Jaden Blue can do in some receiving downs as well, because that'd be kind of exciting. Maybe it doesn't play out, but
kind of like what TP20 was out of the backfield.
Yeah, exactly.
For a couple seasons, I think 2022 when he had a couple nice big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, there was a couple clips going around, and I'm not going to take time to look because I did look through and I didn't see it. But it was maybe a real. I think it was a real route for a TP20, and he's streaking down the sideline basically or close to it and getting a nice bomb for a touchdown or some huge yard.
Yeah,
so that's
when he played for the Cowboys.
Yeah, when he played for the Cowboys.
We were at that game.
We were at that game.
I was against Minnie.
You and I were in line.
All of us were down. We all went to get drinks. You two were together, and I was by myself.
Yep.
I remember watching it on the TV.
Before you go to the next one, Baba says, I didn't know you guys were talking about Arby's.
She just knew. She has sixth sense.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
She's sixth sense.
And Forever DC says, favorite Arby's order, ?
I'm just a meat and beef and ched.
I just want the regular beef and ched. I think that's
beef and
delicious.
ched. Two beef and cheds. Maybe some curly fries.
Hey, I'm open. Thing is, there's one
legit.
Arby's in Canada, which we should make an Arby's trip. That would be good.
Well, look,
I don't know. I don't know.
Arby's mukbang.
Oh,
mukbang.
Arby's mukbang. Well, I'm a beef and cheddar guy, but I had an when I back in the day when I worked at Blockbuster in Vancouver. They had an Arby's right beside it, so I would go there for lunch.
You're bragging, hey?
And I'd get a chicken cordon bleu from Arby's, and it was actually pretty good.
I don't know if I'd fuck with that.
Yeah, you would.
I just want the beef and cheese.
Hey, you would.
I'm just a beef and ched.
Beef and ched.
I know how that tastes.
Although I think they're starting to skimp on that delicious red sauce.
Oh,
Load it up. I want it to be.
Yeah,
I want my
mustache.
I want my mustache to be stuck like this after I'm done some Arby's.
I
want my Arby's sticky.
Yeah. I want to do that. I want to do this in the fourth quarter. Get a little Arby's.
I want that as a T-shirt. I want my Arby's sticky.
Hey, but you know who else wants his hand sticky?
Oh, Mingo.
Jonathan Mingo.
And is this me?
Mingo.
This is me.
This is
Jonathan Mingo makes an impression. The Cowboys traded a 4th-round pick for wide receiver Jonathan Mingo during the 2024 season and haven't seen much from him on the field since. During Tuesday's practice, Mingo had a couple notable grabs, one with double coverage converging on him and another along the sideline during the media's viewing of practice. Mingo will still have plenty to show if he wants to earn a spot in the receiver rotation, but the Cowboys liked him coming out for a reason and feel they can tap into his potential.
I like that. Let me see it.
He's a wild card, isn't he? A little bit of wild card. Would it be? I wonder if that.
I like that he's got pants on.
Because that's the media viewing section. Yeah, yeah. That's the He's like that kid. You remember playing lacrosse and some dumb kid would be wearing pants during practice. And
also,
what the hell are you doing? Or maybe that was football. Even
it was probably football.
Why are you wearing pants?
The kids nowadays, a lot of them show up in big baggy jogging pants in practice.
If I was a coach, not happening.
Get those jogging pants.
Are you wearing those? Are you wearing those jogging pants in the game?
Yeah. What's the point of it? But I like this because it's literally Schottenheimer was like, oh, we need another wide receiver. Send that assistant ball boy out there, and he's actually showing up.
Yeah, he's not even they're not even jogging pants. They're athletic. They're athletic pants.
They're like trainers.
They look like,
short. Pants.
But I mean, look.
But that's great.
If Ringo Mingo can come out and he was a 2nd round draft pick, and we got him for a 4th. So if he can replace Tolbert, if Tolbert doesn't show up,
if he beats out Tolbert, that's a win.
If he beats out Tolbert and solidifies himself as a WR3, that's
I think if
great.
he makes the roster.
if he makes the roster and they're looking at him and saying, okay, Pickens is a 1 year rental, you are going to be the guy that replaces Pickens.
He'll be on the roster.
He has to be, right?
Yeah.
For draft capital alone.
Draft capital alone, and unless we see something really big from any of the other handful
Jalen Brooks or Flanoy.
or Cropper Moreno.
Yeah, one of
Like,
those
there's
guys.
a couple of guys who possibly
couple
could,
of the Jalens.
Yeah, one of the Jalens.
I'm just gonna say the most intriguing thing about
is his flower
Mingo.
juice?
No, is his body. He's like 6'2", 6'3", 220.
His pre-draft, his pre-draft measurables, pretty
Insane.
out of this world. Honestly, if he could find his like lane, and you have him, Pickens, and CD out there, that's like physically that's a unit.
It is.
That is a unit. That's a great way to say it.
That's almost 20 feet of human and almost 700 pounds.
It would be very close to, it'd probably be like 19 feet and 6 inches or something.
It's funny because like when Riker and I play Madden and CD Lamb's up there, Riker always gets frustrated at how thick CD Lamb looks. He's like, he's not that thick.
No, I know.
He needs to be skinnier than that because he's a pretty thick guy in Madden.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, they just have a couple models.
Yeah.
You know, they just rotate them. Okay, final.
Oh my gosh,
AJ.
Mingo. AJ.
And now you just completely dickered it.
Okay,
No, I just read.
AJ, this is you, Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams flashes
man.
early. The question of who will take the lead role in the running backs room in Dallas won't be sorted until the team gets to Oxnard, but Williams has been on the right trajectory from OTAs and now into start of minicamp. He's taking some impressive snaps with the first team that's allowed him to show both an ability to make defenders miss in space, but also to run right up the middle. He's off to one of the best starts of the entire RB group. That's promising to hear.
Yeah, I like to hear that.
I do have I found day 2.
Well, let's just quickly blast it.
Blast it.
Oh, they must have just released
They
it.
did. At 5 p.m.
So here, I guess that would be the same.
It's 5 p.m.
I think this is our time because I checked.
Yeah,
I know I checked at like 3 or 4.
Because I just looked now and I couldn't find it, but
okay,
you
so
did it. Okay, we're doing it.
I'll hit it. Is that Ezekiel? Okay.
That's Miles Sanders.
Okay, so we odd.
Well, I got to take a crack him. If we're doing a whole nother 6,
Yeah,
get me boosted and juiced. Okay, hear me out. Miles Sanders, lifetime snake, by the way. And I don't mean as a person. He was always a start of snake. That's my fantasy football team. I like his look. I like Miles Sanders' look.
Yeah. I think that if I saw this, if I was scrolling through Netflix or Prime Video or
you're watching this.
Perhaps you're on Paramount Plus, and I see this, I see that face, and maybe there's kind of a dark background in a city landscape.
He's wearing a leather trench coat.
He's got a leather trench coat in it, and there's rain, and it says like I
am Queens Boulevard.
The Night Vampire.
The Night Vampire.
Okay, I'm watching it.
I would watch it, yeah.
I don't know who the guy is, but I agree, Anth. I like the look. And we're big look guys.
We are, yeah.
Okay,
Draft Buzz is probably 50. It's a 50-50 split between stats
and look.
Yeah.
So oddly, and Anthony, you're going to take this one since Miles Sanders is your boy.
Okay.
We're going to go in reverse order. It'll go you, Alex, me.
Okay.
But like, how odd is it that they were just on day 1 pick 6s? They were talking about Javonte Williams showing up, and now the next day, they're talking about Miles Sanders.
That's good for us. That's good for us. And again, they're not in pads. So Miles Sanders is making noise. Who is the starting running back for the Cowboys in 2025? That is to be determined.
TBD.
But don't count Miles Sanders out of the discussion. The veteran is showing a lot of spring in his step and translate well to something he's always done well, acting as a receiver out of the backfield.
Good.
On one occasion in the second minicamp practice, Sanders was the recipient of a touchdown pass from Dak Prescott in the red zone on an out route inside the end zone. And his celebration afterwards shows he's an all-in on making noise in camp.
Show us Patrick K with no C. Show us.
I mean, look.
Miles Sanders is good, dude.
Yeah, you got these guys.
This is his first touchdown. Crack him if you got him.
That's a snake. Crack him. Not Miles Sanders being a snake in
Look,
life, but
he's judging you. He's judging you, Adam. He's judging you.
Well, I'm talking about him. I'm just saying in a good light. I like the idea of these veterans having to come in and still trying to prove that they're not washed up. That's good. That's a good thing for us.
Smack it out.
And these guys are all in the age range of when a running back is prime. Like none of these guys are like over 30 years old, right?
And like you said, it could be a 4-headed beast back there, and
Or a 5-headed beast like Peyton Manning.
Or a 5-headed beast like Peyton Manning.
Well, he's got five foreheads, doesn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah. The guy's
got a
he's got a 5-head.
Me?
You.
Maurice Leofau.
There's our guy,
gets to the
Polynesian
quarterback.
punt, baby.
Let me have a look at his body.
Oh, look at that guy.
He's nice and thin.
That's the type of coach I like right there. Hoodied up, shorts, the wearing the athletic pants that
For
he
no
does,
point.
doesn't need to wear them because he's a assistant coach.
Not the broken knee bald dude.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what? This coach gets a new hoodie every. That's fresh as fuck.
Oh,
That looks
Actually, I want
That's a
I
sweet
want a
hoodie.
straight navy hoodie like that.
That's a sweet hoodie. And
That
those
is
shorts, man. Those are perfect.
both. I love that combo.
Those are perfect watching a Thursday night football game in the fall right there. That's the perfect watching Thursday night football in the fall right there.
Think of us.
Attire.
Think of us. We rent an Airbnb. We're just chilling in our shorts
Yep.
and hoodies in the hot tub,
Yep.
all matching.
Love it.
Maurice Leofau gets to the quarterback in situational snaps last season. The Cowboys used Leofau on a linebacker blitz, and he got home for 1.5 sacks. Leofau was used that way again in practice on Wednesday and caused 2 pressures, both of which would have been sacks if it was run in real game setting. Matt Eberflus isn't one to blitz his linebackers often, but maybe Leofau's skill set can change if he proves that he can apply pressure in that backfield. So you gotta know what your players work good at and then utilize them in that way. And I think I don't know anything about Matt Eberflus except for that he's done a good job with defenses, and I'm assuming he'll do the same thing with Leofau.
Well, Forever DC was talking about Flus, saying that he's a linebacker whisperer. We're going to see a definite uptick in linebacker play and destruction this
Does that
season.
mean he goes up to his linebackers and he goes, hey, there it is, boy. There it is.
Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth.
He's grabbing Leofau's hair.
Coach, you got my hair. Shut your fucking mouth.
Pulls a carrot.
Pulls an apple. Pulls an apple out of the side of him. He's like, hey,
There he
take
is.
it.
There's my boy. There's my wild little stallion.
There's my stallion. Wow. I don't know if you're being racist or if you're just being a whisperer, coach.
Huge Leofau fans, though.
Yeah.
Huge Leofau, yeah.
And I bet Leofau
is a huge Can fan. Yeah, he is.
He is a huge
Can Fantomaniac?
Dak Prescott to Jake Fergalicious. Ferguson connection flashes. When Dak Prescott and Jake Ferguson were both healthy for a full season together, they 71 times for 761 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Don't worry, Adam. He just wrote half a sentence. They 71 times for 761.
They came together 71
Yeah.
times.
Maybe it got edited automatically.
Yeah, so they connected 71 times for 760 yards and 5 touchdowns, earning Ferguson his first Pro Bowl berth. Maybe Yarish was blowing loads over the berth there.
Was that year 1? Or year 2?
Year 2. So that was not the case for the 2 in 2024. Both battling injuries throughout the course of the season. As it stands now, both are healthy and showed the chemistry they built with a signature seam route touchdown connection during an end-of-half game situation drill. If they can put that product out on the field again in 2025, it would greatly benefit Fergalicious as he cracks them.
Crack me if you got him.
If he's got them as he heads into a contract off-season.
When that's what we talked about that. He's in a contract year.
So
his 4th year.
Let's talk about that just real quick because and it might be a simple answer. If Ferguson has his 2nd best season,
crack me if you got him. Sneaky
Are you
little
re-signing him? Or are you looking elsewhere?
If he has instead of 71 catches for 760 yards and 5 touchdowns, he has 62 catches for 600 yards and 4 touchdowns. No, I don't think I am.
You can find that pretty much
I think
anywhere.
for me personally,
He's got to have his best season.
He's got to have his best season.
I kind of some of these 1-year rental guys or guys who are coming in and need to prove that they can ball out for a contract. I feel this is a more all-in year for the Cowboys because you situationally are putting guys in a position where, hey, you need to prove yourself. So are we going to see a lot of these guys getting the best? Are we going to see a lot of them coming out and showing up because they need it for their contract with the Cowboys or a contract for another team? I think that puts the Cowboys in a great situation this year.
Sure.
Maybe hurts us next year, but that's to me, it's hey, I don't give a shit if we're getting the Pickens on a 1-year rental We're getting these guys in a contract year. Let's just try to get as much out of them this year as we can.
Three of our best players last year were in contract years. Rico Dowdle, Jordan Lewis, and Oso Digizua. 2 of them aren't on the team. But if you have three of three guys doing that, and at least the season that your team's winning, right? Like it just sucked that last year that the Cowboys did at least squat, right? So you lost the really good players. But contract year, it's a known fact that guys usually elevate their game. You're playing for all the marbles.
You're playing for, and I think out of those 3 that you mentioned, Anth, I think we kept the right one.
Oh, sir.
Digizua.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Diggy, no doubt.
You're
what the fuck?
Crashing the Matrix. You're up.
Oh, we got ourselves a Joe Milton.
Hang on. There we go.
Oh, no. We got ourselves a running and catching. Can you go up? I need to see what it's. Okay. We got ourselves, that's Jaden Blue, I believe.
Well,
running and catching. Without a doubt, the running backs that get on the field are going to be asked to do everything, aside from running the ball. While it's hard to see those elements in practice, one thing was evident Wednesday. These runners will need to catch the ball out of the backfield. Numerous times we say Jaden Blue, Javonte Williams, and definitely Miles Sanders sneak out of the backfield to catch a pass, especially in the red zone. That's a dynamic we haven't seen to this level in the last few years. Blue caught 2 touchdowns in college football playoff game for Texas against Ohio last year, and Sanders and Williams have both had 50-plus catch seasons in their careers in the past.
Well, that's good. That having more threats coming out of the backfield is just going to help your wide receivers. So even if we don't necessarily see a large production in terms of yards, it should be all part of the game strategy, making sure that the defense is paying attention and they can't just play weak in those areas. Because if they do, then we could see some huge yards from our running backs catching.
Yeah, and any of them. It sounds like they were all doing their damn thing.
Only guy who's not mentioned there out of the 4 that I hope do make the team is
Deuce Vaughn.
Stupid SOB.
Got him.
You stupid sob.
You got him.
No, you know who I'm talking about.
Maffa. Phil Maffa. Fight for that team, Maffa. We want you. Okay, this is you, Wage.
Oh, Joe Milton rebounds nicely. This guy is huge, by the way, Milton. I saw there's a clip I think I shared with you guys.
He's massive.
He's besides Pickens, who's already
a big dude.
And Pickens looked small.
And he can just bust a backflip
out of nowhere.
There.
So that's
impressive.
That's really great
for your quarterback.
Now get focused on how to play quarterback, and Milton could be something real special.
It's exciting. I do like that, and that was another part of this offseason that was so exciting. They did make a cool little sneaky trade.
Yep.
For what? They didn't pay much. I think they traded a 6th-round pick or something.
It's
worth it.
Negligible. And also, bring in a guy who can have behind Dak for the remainder of Dak's contract. And if he shows up, great, you can move on. If not, you re-sign Dak and
I'll tell you this much. We'll have more fun watching Joe Milton back up Dak than Cooper Rush.
Absolutely.
Yeah, or fucking Trey Lance.
The battle for backup quarterback is one to watch in 2025 as Joe Milton arrives via trade to battle Will Grier, who's been on the squad for fucking
bounced around.
Milton has a cannon of an arm, and that can create issues on shorter routes at times, evident by an overthrow in the red zone in the second minicamp practice. But credit to the young QB for shaking it off and bouncing back in a big way after. Milton threw 2 touchdowns after errant passes, one to Jay Mingo and another to Ryan Flournoy. And the timing and location of the throws was immaculate. And that's Patrick Nosey.
Immaculate. That's the word of the day.
Great words.
Are you guys happy with Joe Milton as your backup? Are you happy rolling in? Is that?
I mean, I would have been totally fine if they would have kept Cooper Rush. But I'm also happy, again, the changing of the coaching, and this is literally a new Dallas Cowboys team in a lot of ways. So it would be fine to let him go and bring in someone else. I think this was the year that you pulled the Band-Aid off of guys who you kind of had, or maybe even keeping Cooper Rush was a little bit of a holdback because you're too comfortable with a guy who's never going to be a starter, but we know, we trust, and we've seen him perform well when we need him. He didn't lose a lot of games for the Dallas Cowboys
prior to last season, and even last season, if he had a full team and full healthy guys, maybe he could have
done a little better.
Yeah, weaseled a couple of them out there.
At the end of the day, it might be more of a sideways move than a vertical move, But I like the idea of trying someone new.
The upside just seems
exactly
the ceiling seems higher.
Ceiling seems higher. I think it's a more exciting watch because he's not like Cooper Rush. You're kind of like, yeah, he's gonna
Got red hair.
He's got red hair.
He's gonna get 190, 200 yards.
A guy like
A touchdown and interception.
Yeah, a guy like Milton, he's very athletic, so he can move the ball with his legs. You get one of our guys on a fade or a go route, and it's like he can hammer that ball down the field.
Yes,
I just think it just opens it up. I think if it comes to the point where Dak Prescott gets injured and you got Milton coming in, I wouldn't, whether or not he fucking throws 5 interceptions or not in that game, it's like I just think there's going to be more exciting plays, and whether or not he can handle it, I think being behind a guy like Dak Prescott and then getting the proper coaching, I think you can start to kind of evolve and develop that quarterback to make those right decisions. So I don't want it to happen early on, but yeah, I would much rather, at least right now, I would much rather see Joe Milton as a quarterback than Cooper Rush or Trey Lance.
Well, actually, that's beautiful that you brought that up, because I was gonna say, like, Milton to me adds what we saw and were excited with when Trey Lance played his few games with Dallas Cowboys, but does he have that added potential of having a better arm, at least for some deep plays? Like, that's the kind of exciting
and
thing.
Milton has wheels on him. Like you see in college, he had this like 86-yard touchdown, run. Like, so it feels like there's a bit more versatility and excitement from him. And it's like, man, since we've been, we could probably count like 5 times on our hands since we've been doing this show where we've seen those deep balls on the Cowboys. We just never see those deep throws. I want to see something like that. And I don't know if it's because Dak hasn't been doing it or they haven't trusted the receivers. Maybe people are caught up, but it's like, I don't know. I want to see
even.
Some balls get
I don't think.
Even
mostly
one of the
receivers, I think.
But even one of our biggest plays, and it was a great play. Dak Prescott on the in the Dallas Cowboys on the 2-yard line. He ducks under that tackle and throws. I don't know. It must have been a 20-yard pass to CeeDee Lamb, and then
it was pretty far.
Was it further than that?
It was
okay,
like 40.
I'm remembering
40.
it
It's
wrong.
like a 40-yard pass and then it goes for the rest of the
45
touchdown. Yeah,
but that's I guess what we're looking for is something more. We just want those S-tier plays, Dak.
Yeah, if
get
we're
your
watching
team backed up to the goal line and duck a tackle and throw a touchdown
and air it out.
If we're can fanning it for our backup, we want the backup to fucking be a little bit splashy, right?
Yeah, if we're gonna lose, at least trying to throw bombs.
Yeah, I want to see
throwing piss missiles.
Throw piss missiles. You fire that fucking pigskin.
Fire that fucking pigskin.
Nice tee up.
All right, Kaiir Elam tallies another significant
baby.
TBU.
That's good. He's been in. We've done these pick sixes going back even into OTAs.
Yeah.
He's probably the
constantly.
The most constant name.
Maybe that's just because
there's no one else.
No one else.
So for a roster that has seen an 11 interception season and 5 pick sixes in a single campaign very recently, that was my throat burping.
Okay. I thought it was appropriate.
It's tough to imagine someone else continuing to make plays on the football. While it may not be during Sundays in the fall, Kaiir Elam has made his reps count in the summer. Wednesday, he battled down another pass from Dak Prescott and should have held it.
What's going on?
I'm dying here. I'm dying. He battled down another pass from Dak Prescott and should have held on for an interception in the end zone. It was, again, one of the standout plays from the defensive back group, adding to the already impressive debut offseason for Elam in Dallas. This is by Kyle Yeomans.
Kyle Yeomans.
With that sweaty neck from Elam. Elam, your neck's sweaty.
It's almost an AI. That's AI.
Elam, yeah. Elam, we
football player, sweaty neck. I'm doing the prompts. Sweaty neck.
You can
arms up like he's thinking, mad that he dropped a pass.
Yeah, and you can tell because they got the AI robot thingies here on his picture.
They did.
Yeah, I'm honestly excited to see Elam, and I would say he is for me the biggest hope
for me.
I know I always say that, but it is true because I'm speaking, and this is for me, and this is what I think.
Yep, respect.
He is a jersey that I do want, but I need him to get a
pick six.
An extension on the contract.
Yeah.
I have too many jerseys.
Is this his last year?
No, actually, I think
he has 2 years.
You're right.
Let's take a look.
Okay, I could do that. If he get,
He's got a couple? He's got a double year.
I mean, guys. I mean, think of some of the jerseys that we've had to retire just in the last year.
I know.
Ooh, give me a couple names.
So we don't have Overshown anymore.
What do you mean?
Zeke, you can wear.
You're meaning just number wise?
Yeah, like just number wise, jerseys that we own.
Give me someone that's not on the team.
I had Gregory.
You had Randy Gregory, which is with a
AJ's
sweet.
had Gregory.
Gregory was a good one.
One of my best jerseys. I can never wear.
Gregory was a good one because it was that cool salute to service.
The military.
The green one.
He had Gregory. He's had TP20, so collar's gone as well.
But he had a good TP20 jersey. Was a good 3 year.
It was good.
If you get 3 years out of a guy, I mean, second contract's what you're trying to get. When you get a jersey, you're hoping second contract. And they should have given Tony Pollard a second contract.
They should have.
Or at least a bigger second contract than what they gave him.
Longer?
Yeah, because I think they did the 1 year deal or something.
Right.
They franchise tagged him.
Yeah, so they should have like multi-year dealed.
I would have. And the hard part is, it's like I can wear it again, but he needs to retire, and then you can wear the jersey again. I think.
Right.
But it would be great if he just came back and signed a 1 day deal with the Cowboys.
Well, how dope is it in 10 years when you bust out a Tony Pollard jersey at a game?
Oh yeah,
and people are like, oh, sick.
I remember that.
A Tony Pollard jersey. I loved that when he played because then no one's like, oh, he's not even on the team. It's people will just remember
that he was
on the team, and a lot of people had the same feelings about Tony Pollard that they got kind of shafted a little bit early on in his years.
Sorry, it looks like the Cowboys have a club option in 2026,
so they can decide to keep him,
and then 2020. Sorry, yeah, it's a club option. So yeah, I guess they get first right of refusal or something.
He might be a rental, and I think that's probably why when you look at a guy like Savon Revel that they signed, is he going to step in? Yeah, sorry, drafted. Is he going to be that replacement? So they have that ability to choose these things, and I think it puts them in a better spot. If Elam comes out and he shows up,
oh, that would be huge. If he can, AJ and I talked about it last week because he was in the same kind of news about it. If he can just be average, we're just asking you to be average. You don't need to be amazing. Just don't be bad. Just hold your side of the field down. That's it.
Think of some of the guys that we were fucking relying on last
That's what you're saying.
Fucking Andrew Wilkes-Booth, AO,
no disrespect to those guys who came in.
Yeah, they got thrown into the wildfire. We also a guy that we haven't heard anything about is Kalen
Carson. He's out right now with an injury.
He's hurt right now. Haven't heard shit about him, but he's still in the mix. Speaking of Cowboys defensive backs drafted, and this is a completely off topic, but we didn't talk about it. Calvin Joseph.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, we can let's wrap with that.
Okay, here, give me a beat.
Oh,
yo, boss.
Is it
man
the boss
fat?
man?
Yeah, the
boss man fat.
So you guys know what happened, right?
Yeah, he got in trouble for driving and causing an accident, right?
Well, here, let me break it down for you. It was 4:30 a.m. where he was driving. He was drunk, and he hit some chick on a motorcycle who was driving home from work and killed her.
Oh, my God.
So, and they released him from bond. He got released. Yeah. So Joseph was charged with DWI, driving while impaired, in collision involving death in a crash that killed a 27-year-old mother of two who was coming home from work on a motorcycle, and he's wasted. And you remember a few years ago, he was out in the club with a couple dudes.
Yeah,
someone shot a guy, killed a guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the States, it's not like Canada. Canada, if this happened to you, you're gonna go to jail. No, down there, you're gonna go to jail for 20 years.
No, in Canada.
Canada, you'd get manslaughter and be out in probably 3 years, maybe even less. In the States, in the States, they're gonna throw the book at you, and it's just like, what are you thinking, man?
It's a sad situation, obviously. If you take away the life of someone else, for me, I'm always like, how do you even, when people get payouts for like wrongful death lawsuits, I'm like, I don't know, $17 million. Like, what is a life worth?
Yeah.
That's really hard to fucking...
a shit ton.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying, for me, my life is worth every single fucking penny I have and every single fucking penny I'll make.
Totally.
Which might not be a lot, but I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, but on the other side, too, I obviously, we know Calvin Joseph, and I look at it as like, what was it the one drink too many? Was it you should have
4:30 a.m.
I know.
Nothing, you know the saying, nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
That's
I mean, you can
absolutely
even me
true.
now in life. It's like nothing good happens past 10 p.m.
But
Yeah,
I was
nothing good happens past 9 p.m.
And I think he's an older dude now. When that situation happened in Dallas, I believe he's quite a bit younger. And you're like,
Like
okay,
2 or 3 years ago.
yeah, like
24.
when I was 24, I was still hanging out with my bonehead friends who would get me into trouble, but was starting to realize like,
He's
okay,
not, just for the record, he's not talking about me.
no,
Just so
obviously
everybody knows that,
but
right?
I'm sure we all know some guys, and
Yeah.
we would talk about the same people. But like, it's not like I was smart enough then to know, okay, I shouldn't. This person is bad news, but I was still stuck in my. I haven't really been in trouble yet.
Yeah.
And luckily, I never really got in any significant trouble. But once you get in trouble, then I think it's like, okay, and you get away,
He
you
had
get
that.
jail out of free card. Then you're like, okay, I just had my life flash before my eyes. I'm a fucking football player.
Yeah.
And that poor dude, not to tag on to this, but I shouldn't say poor dude, but he did the same thing. He killed someone leading up to the NFL draft and then took his own life.
Right. Kyron Lacey.
Kyron Lacey, which is like, that happened so fast.
Yeah.
You know, he literally went from,
I'm going to be in the NFL.
I'm going to play in the NFL, probably drafted in the first 3 rounds with how the wide receivers were going, to
This happens.
Unaliving himself.
Unaliving himself. And it's super sad. But I do have empathy for the person, obviously, who's it's happening to. I don't necessarily give them sympathy. But involving a death is like, I don't know, man. I don't like... I would say you should probably be locked up forever, but then there's 2 people gone from this one scenario, right? And maybe that's appropriate. I don't know.
I mean, he's going to get the buck. I mean,
gonna get the
obviously not the greatest thing to end on, but
No.
something we need to talk about because Calvin Joseph was a Dallas Cowboy. It was big in the news. But going forward, that is it for that's it for the Can Fan. We're done. This is it. We're retiring. Just kidding. We're not retiring. We're not letting you guys go that
That's
easy.
where Alex plays that fucking intro song that he played today.
Yeah,
The really sad,
the
somber
piano.
one.
Yeah, is this the piano song?
Just another version. This one hits hard though. I'm bringing the mood back up. I know
Yeah,
we went a little negative there, but guess what? We done boys. We always done boys. We still done boys.
Life's not always positive.
And life's not always positive, but I think we do have some positivity looking forward this season. At least that's how it feels compared to last season, you know?
At this point of the year, yes. Hell yes, it does. I'm excited for the offseason. I don't know what I'm even trying to think to play us out. I'm like listening to the music, trying to think of someone I can tell to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, who do we want to go fuck themselves?
I don't want to tell Kelvin Joseph. Do we do it?
No.
Hey, okay, yeah, no, maybe that's
I got
a little,
one.
Okay, give me one.
If you're out there trying to tear Adam's rotary cuff just because he's fucking trying to come back like the rookie, you get in that person's face and you tell them, go fuck yourselves!
This one's good.
Yes, it's got some fun vibes.
This is a fun vibe song. This is an outro song. Though.
Yeah, this is
I
outro.
think we at some point when we're ranking them, give it an O or an I. Okay, well maybe let's hear this. Okay.
Hey!
No, it just kind of kept it.
Yeah.
Teased. The Dick Tease song. A DT for Dick
That's
Tease?
Yeah, this is a Dick Tease song.
All right, we will see you next Wednesday.
Yeah, next Wednesday we're back.
Peace.